You do it. Make your dreams come true. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Now, to be a transformational speaker, you have to stay in transformation yourself. So most transformational speakers are really struggling with that because you have to constantly be willing to confront what you don't want to see about yourself in your genius. Does that make sense, you guys? I live to transform lives and businesses. I come out and speak just to find out who can I coach, whose life can I help transform, whose business, whose family, that's what I love to do. I speak in order to get to the coaching and the training. So a transformational speaker is someone who's committed to change. They're the person that's going to go down to the darkest places with you and walk you out so you're not alone. And that normally comes in the form of a coach. It's hard to do it in speaking because it takes more time. You can educate me fast, you can motivate me fast, you can inspire me fast, but you cannot Google download transformation. Sorry. Does that make sense, you guys? Yes, yes? Yes, yes? Yes, yes? Is this good information for you guys? We look at speakers all the time, and they're just kind of all glossy and shiny and beautiful. I thought I'm going to break it down for you based on what I know. I've never taught this before. I'm giving you guys a sneak peek into the training I'm teaching for the very first time in December because so many people like Nichols asked for it. Nichols came back to me after 2 sessions with me, and his speaking, he said if he had rated it, he thought he was a strong speaker before, but now he realized, he goes, I think I was a 3, and now I'm a 7. Because he integrated all these layers and these flows, and you speak in layers, and you speak in colors, and your tones, and your voice, and your movement, and your cadence, and your body language, all of it adds the layers to your message. And I'm not saying move all around. It's not about moving a lot. It's not about that. You can stay completely still and rivet a room beyond their soul just because you are willing to go there with them. As a powerful speaker, you have to be willing to take a risk. If you want your audience to put some skin in, you put some skin in first. They don't owe you anything. Yes, yes? Now, I know it sounds intense, and I know this is not rah-rah, but that wasn't my intention when I came up. I thought if I can give you something, I'm going to give you some meat and potatoes that you can run away with today and make a difference in someone's lives if you think you want to speak to make a difference. Yes, yes, you guys? So, how do I shape my message? Oh, I love this. How do I shape my message? Most people come to me and say, I don't have a story. I say, oh, no, no, no. You have plenty of stories. You have incidences in your life when you wanted to stop. You have incidents in your life where you were challenged to keep moving forward. And you have incidents in your life where you kept going and it made a difference in your life. You just haven't learned how to trail those together and make the story. Your stories are a culmination of incidents that you attach together. I didn't know when my son was picking up the toy and dropping it that 2 years later when he gave it to Jamil and then when he went to, I had no idea that was a story. The last part of that I created to tie into the first part of the story to give you my message. Does that make sense? So what's your story? Your story is around your message. Your message is around your being. Ask yourself this question right now. What difference do I want to leave on this planet? What do I want my life to say? What do I want my life to say? So right now I want you to turn to a partner, grab a partner, turn to a partner, and you're going to interview your partner. Raise your hand if you need a partner. You're going to interview your partner. You're going to interview your partner. I'm going to facilitate the interview. So if you need a partner, raise your hand and find someone. If you need a partner, raise your hand and find someone else with their hand in the air. A, you have your back closest to that wall. B, your back is closest to that wall. A, you're going to ask B first. A, you're going to ask B first, what do you want your life statement to say? What do you want your life statement to say? And what that means is when all we have of you is your memory, when every part of your physical essence is no longer with us, what do you want to say your life statement gave? What do you want to say you contributed to this planet while you were breathing with us? What do you want your life to have said, to have done, to have produced, whatever? What do you want that to be? A, ask B. You're only going to talk for about 1 minute and 10 seconds. Ready, and go. And stop. Back in the other direction, B, ask A, what do you want your life message to say? What legacy do you want to leave? What's that fingerprint that you want to put on the world because you were here? It impacts your children, your grandchildren, your neighbors. It impacts the strangers. It impacts people whose name you'll never remember, but because they crossed your path, they had that experience. B, ask A, ready, begin. And stop. Do you know that the number one reason for breakdown in relationships, personally and professionally, lives inside the communication? Yes, yes? It's in either what was said incorrectly or wrong or hurtful or what wasn't said. Yes, yes? Language is the link between you and everything you need. Language is the link between you and everything you need. I wish I had another 2 hours with you. I would show it and demonstrate it over and over and over again with several of you in this audience, how I can help you change your language. Anyone can who knows how to do it. Change your language to get a different result. Promise you. So much lives in your language. So much lives in your speaking. So much lives in the said and the unsaid.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more